Hello, everybody. Ugh, I've never done an Instagram. This is weird. Hello, Sarah. You're so early. Hi, let's let's wait a little bit to let people come in. Hi, Queen. I'm so happy you're here. Let me just post on Instagram. Oh, hello, everybody. How are we doing? I'm so awkward because I usually don't do these by myself. I usually have my best friends with me. But I really wanted to try to do one. And I'm sitting in my living room, chilling. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You always look beautiful. I was just watching your video and mwah, you looked so good. Your hair looks so nice. I quickly try to curl mine, do something with it. So yes. Just waiting for a couple of people to come in and then we can start reading sprints. I'm just gonna This is so awkward for me. I'm trying to get better at this. I don't know. I Thank you. You're the queen of these, so I love that you're here. Just going to How does one talk on here? Hi, Chloe. How are you? Thanks for coming. What is everybody reading right now? I am currently reading Raybearer, which I'm telling everybody to read. I was too exhausted to continue reading it yesterday, so I didn't. So I'm here to read it. I usually do most of my reading on weekends because of school, but I'm hoping to go on break soon because I'm tired already. Technically, even though my brain is already in break mode, because what even is school this time around? I don't even know. I'm not paying attention anymore. If I'm really honest. I'm reading Jade City. Okay, that is on my TBR. I have been wanting to read Jade City for so long because it looks so good. It looks exactly what I would want to read too, but I don't know when I'm gonna read it because it's so many books on my TBR, and I just bought like so many series, so I'm trying not to read more. But Chloe, how do you like it? Is it good? Because I have so much hype for it, and I'm scared it's not gonna live up to it. I have 30 pages of Punk 57 left. How are you doing? Okay. How are you doing with it? I think, is it good? I heard that you got Sophia to read it, which if Sophia is reading it, maybe I should read it too, because if Sophia can read that smut, then maybe we should all read it. It's so good. You have to read it. Okay, it's on my TBR. I'm reading 2 books. I shared the other one with you, but I'm reading an age gap romance, and this. So it's going well. I got recommended that age gap romance from TikTok. So like, don't take anything too seriously when I get recommended on like TikTok because it's usually not good. So I am reading a smutty book though because there's no smut. Like there is a little bit, but like there's not much. So I need some source of smut, you know? When do you get your summer break? My summer break starts so much later. Well, technically, because it's my senior year of high school, we're gonna be done soon, anyways. Because the rest of it doesn't end till June 25th, but the rest of the time is spent on test taking. But since I'm already a senior, I have all of my exams, so I don't really have any exam left to take. So I am just sitting here straight chilling, not doing anything much. So I'm kind of free. I only have one project left, which is this TED Talk thing, which I recorded a video for, which I make videos, so it shouldn't be too hard. But it was so hard to film it because I was like, how does one do a TED Talk? Like, it's so awkward. So I was like, oh. But I filmed it. I filmed it about women of color in the media. I really liked what I did. So I hope it looks good when I'm done editing it. But right now, I also have a special video that I filmed that I'm so excited for. It's a book recommendation, but it has a twist to it, and I'm so excited for you guys to watch this because I think it's going to be so good and so fun. So I'm really excited. Um, Sarah, hi! Oh my gosh, I love it here. I love it here. My favorite people are here. Honestly, so proud of Soph for reading it. I know, so if Sophia likes it, I'll read it too, because damn, so if you're reading smut, I'm buddy reading it, so I've been reading for a while, which has thrown me off a bit, but what I've read so far has been so good. Yes, honestly, I suck at buddy reading. I I can't, like, okay, what are the rules of buddy reading? Because I've tried to buddy read with people, but it's always like something always happens and it's never on track. And some people like to have like certain deadlines that you have to reach to read it and everything. But I don't really like that. Maybe, yeah, but I don't know. I'm trying to buddy read more and it's just a thing because people's lives are so different, you know? So, yes. Hola, Sarah. Everyone, I love this little reunion. Everyone should read smut. Yes. If you don't read smut, please let me recommend you some. I think I do have romance recs on my channel. I feel like I want to do an updated, like just straight up smut. Like it doesn't make any sense. That's what I want to do. Hello, Ola M. See, I'm just reuniting best friends right now. Agreed. Hashtag smut for the win. Yes, smut. What's your favorite smutty book that you guys read, like recently? What is it? Because I have one, and I think I was talking to Em about this, but I recently read something about the Rooksgrave Manor. Like, what the fuck? Let me see. I have it on my thing, so I'll check to see what it's called. Honestly, I was not paying attention at all. It's called A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor because it is so good. I read it and it's just smut central. There is no plot line. There are vampires, werewolves, stone men, just like weird things. And it's really, really good. So I think you guys should read it. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm not paying attention to the plot whatsoever. I'm just having fun, chilling, reading, and vibing. So that is what I love, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So yes, I recommend it. Don't read for the plot though. Chloe says we have deadlines for this buddy read, but I'm so far behind. Yes, and I feel like people feel bad when they don't like reach the deadline, which if you're buddy reading with me, I don't really care because life really does get in the way. But I'm just hoping that all of our summers are great. I am probably going to end up traveling, which I don't even know, guys. Like, I want to travel, but I also don't because the city is finally becoming alive again. And I really want to stay and like go and explore New York even more. But I don't know. Yes. Punk 57 was free on Kindle today, so I got it and I can't wait to read. CM, literally everybody's gonna read this. Everybody's gonna read Punk 57, and now I need to read it. So I will try to read it ASAP. I also want to do that video, but my man watches, so I don't think it's a good idea. I think, yeah. I don't know, Em. I feel like you would have such a good like recommendation though, because you have so many. But maybe you should just make it an Instagram story or something so she doesn't see it. So yeah, it would still be good. I love chill buddy reads because otherwise it's too much pressure. Exactly, because wherever you start, you know, it's not where you're gonna end up. You know, like people can start one week really happy, really having time and stuff, and then by the end of the week something happens and they're no longer in the mood to read, or they have so much stuff going on. So I always say that I'm gonna be really chill. I try to be really chill too. And I'm just, okay. I have so many video ideas. It's just the matter of editing. But I'm going to do a new series as well on my channel, which I'm so excited for because I think a lot of people are gonna like it, I hope. Uh, but I am so excited to share with you guys about it because it's so much fun for me. And oh my god, read it right now, Lauren. I have literally 30 pages left. Lauren, read it. I heard it's good from M, and if M likes it, that means something. So read it. Should we do our first reading sprint? It's for 10 minutes into the live. We should do it. I'm just gonna set up my timer real quick. So do you guys want to read? How long do we want to read for? If you guys would comment below, like, do we want 15 minutes? Do we want 25 minutes? What are we in the vibes for? What are we in the mood for? Let me know. Oh, oops, sorry. I kind of avoid smut like the plague, but I'm low-key thinking of doing a smut like the plague. Chloe, do it. Read smut. I'm gonna recommend you a billion. So if you want, DM me, I'll tell you. Or I could. Well, what do I recommend on top of my head? Okay, one of my favorite smutty books that's not too extreme, which I think you'll like because it's kind of a contemporary as well, but it's perfect. I would say read To Hate Adam Connor. I have been begging Sarah and M to read it for so long, and it's so good. And search it up. I don't. It's great. It's great, and I think you're gonna like it. So it's To Hate Adam Connor. You already know we love it. I think I might start it next, either that or the third off-campus book. I still haven't read those, so don't come for me. Oh my god, yes. You have my exact taste in books. Yes, we pretty much have the same taste. So I trust her with my life on book books. 25 is perfect. I want to finish my book. Okay, guys. So let's do 25-minute timer. How do I show this? Okay, wait. Sorry, I don't do sprints. Okay. Yeah, I just want to show the window. Okay. Yes. Okay, wait, this is perfect. So we're going to do a 25 minutes. It is starting, and now it's started. Good luck, guys. Let's do this. Okay, it's done. I don't want to make you guys hear the beep because it's too loud. How was everybody's reading? Let me stop this right here. Okay. How were your guys' reading? How much did you read? How was it? I personally read 2 more chapters of Raybearer, and it's so good. Like, I love this book so much. I don't think I said what this book is about. It's essentially about this girl who was born to murder this other prince. So it's really good. She was literally born. Her mother had her to kill the prince and to overthrow their government and stuff. Um, yes, so it follows her as she goes through this journey of, is her mother right for wanting her to kill this boy or whatever else. So it's really good. It has a lot of African inspired fantasy. It's really, really good. I can't even tell you because I don't want to spoil it, and I would go in barely knowing anything because it's just that good. And just go in knowing nothing because it's amazing. And I love every second of this. It has so many tropes, but it's also so unique in its own way. And the way that the author writes, it's just so nice. And I can't wait. I already pre ordered the next one because I really want to read it. So I will be reading it. I pre ordered it from Book Depository. So it's going to come, I think, in August. So I'm so excited to read this. But yes, I got 2 chapters in. And let's see. Hi, Lucy! Yay, Lucy's here. Hey, bestie, just woke up from a nap, but I'm here now. I'm glad you're taking a nap. It's so gloomy here. It's been raining for 2 days, and it's really cold now, which is weird because it was in the high 80s for so long, so it was really hot here, but now it's freezing again. Lucy! And then I love it. Reunions. Make the reunions happen. I have like 2 pages left. Hang on. Yes, finish them. I can't believe we're so close. I think I just saw Sophia's story and she's talking about, I think she's reading the book, and the character was like holding my breath, which was so funny. I haven't read that in so long. And Lucy, I did not read because I was asleep. Still vibing though. It's okay, bestie. Sleep. Take their time. I'm so proud of you. You finished your exam. Wait, are your exams over? Or I think they are, right? Right, Liz? They're over? I'm so happy I don't have to take exams this year, but next year I will be in the same boat as you, crying over my first college exam. So we can cry together when we do those. Did anybody else read? What are you doing? Okay, yeah. Your exams are over. I'm so happy for you. Now chill and relax and read. What book do you want to read next, Lucy? Do you know? Or are you in a weird headspace after taking an exam? Because I was in a weird headspace after reading Song of Achilles. So I so happy that I'm reading again. Yes. But I think this is gonna be an all-time favorite, which I'm so excited for. So I'm really, really excited. I have a couple of questions like that I saved from when you guys asked me questions, but also just some that I found. I started Punk 57, but didn't get very far because I was making food. It's okay. Food and sleep are priorities. I love reading, but food and sleep are just amazing. So it's okay. Take your time. I can't decide if I want a fast contemporary or a fantasy. I would go I would go with a fast contemporary. And if you need a rec, what's fast contemporary? If you read To Hate Adam Connor, I keep shoving this down everybody's throats, but it's so good. It's pretty fast. I think it's only like 230 pages. I feel like you'll love it, and then you can read a fantasy, and it will not feel as crazy. So you can take your time and read it and have fun. So I think you should start with a fast contemporary and then build up to a fantasy. Yes. Hello, thanks for coming. Everybody's here. So we could talk, let's chat for a little bit more and then I'll do another sprint. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, leave them down below. I was saying before that I have a couple of questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram that I can answer right now, and you guys can also answer them along with me. So it'll be like a little chatting session. And then also we can read. So if you have any questions, leave them below, and I'm also going to be sharing some that you guys said. It's just something I found. So I have a couple on my phone, so let's see which one is really interesting. So this is fun because I just bought a book, so this will be fun. What's the latest book that you bought? And I recently, the last book that I bought was this book called, I think it's called The Savior's Champion. The Savior's Champion. And the reason why I picked up this book, I'm going to show you the cover. It's so cool. I think this came out in 2018. I'm so upset. I've never read it. It looks like this. Oops, sorry. Yep, it looks like this, and it's amazing. So the reason why I wanted to pick this up was because of this girl that I follow on Goodreads. I saw her reading this, and she said that this was like an adult selection. So if you read the selection books, I had a whole selection phase. So I was like, yes. And then it's an adult Hunger Games, and it's about this boy or this man, because I think it's an adult book, who it lives in this world where there's this savior. She's so powerful and so strong, and she's recently come of age to get married. So all of these men are coming to the capital to fight with one another to get her hand in marriage. And he never cared about it until he realized that if he is the one that ends up winning, he will basically save his family from poverty and everything. So I follows him as he competes with these people in these really, really violent types of things, like violent types of championships and stuff, and they're just fighting for her hand in marriage, and it's so good, and I think you guys should also pick it up. I'm hoping to get it soon so I can read it. It's like getting up there with my TBR now because it seems so interesting, and I think I'm also going to make a video where I do like books I'm going to read this summer because I've been watching a couple and they're so much fun. So I wanted to like kind of plan, because if I'm going to travel, I have to pick like 4 or 3 books that I can take with me because it's going to be on a plane. So I have to be very thoughtful of what books I bring and what books I'm going to read ebook style. So yes, that's the book I last watched, and it sounds so good. Let me know if you guys think this sounds good. I think it sounds so good. But also another thing about the book was that he like starts to have this forbidden romance. So I don't know if the forbidden romance is with the savior or if it's with somebody else. So it sounds really good. So I love it. Yes, get these questions up, bestie. I bought The Vanishing Half the other day. Is that the third book in the Truly Devious books, or am I dumb? I don't know. Let me know if that's it or not. Hi, hello, thank you so much for coming. I finished it 5 freaking stars. It's that good. Okay, I just don't trust TikTok recommendations, especially romance, because they're usually not good. Okay, the last book that I read that was TikTok recommended was A Song of Achilles, also because everybody's hyped about it. But I loved it. But there's been so many romance books that I just couldn't get through because they were so bad and they were recommended by TikTok. So I don't know. But if you like it, that means that I probably will love Punk 57. So yes. If you guys also want to answer the question, what is a book that you guys recently bought and why did you buy it? If you guys don't mind me asking. So yes. No, the one by Britt Bennett about 2 mixed race sisters and one choosing to pass as white and one choosing to stay. Oh wait, actually I have heard this book. I'm so dumb. Sorry, Lucy. I have heard of this book, actually. I did hear this premise. Okay, let me know if it's good because it sounded really interesting. I liked the way that I think it's going to discuss race. I don't think I've read a book like that before. Let me know if it's good. Bestie, congrats on 4K, on 400. I said 4K. 400, did we hit it? Oh my god, guys, did we? That's so cool. Wait, did we? Let me double check. This is so, oh, we hit it on live. That's so cool. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Oh, we did. We hit it. Good job. Good job. Congrats. Thank you guys for subscribing. That's so cool. Thank you. I'm so bad at like expressing things. Thank you. for subscribing. We hit it. Thanks for subscribing. I can't wait to make more content for you guys. It's so much stuff that I want to do. So thank you so much. And honestly, if it wasn't for you guys watching my videos, I probably would have given up so long ago. So thank you. I love you. Thanks. Okay. I don't know how one moves on from this topic. Thank you. Okay, read it. Okay, Pug 57 is up there. It will be the next smutty book that I read. I promise. Because I need to read it now. I bought Skyward by Brandon Sanderson because it was only $4 for the hardcover, so I thought, why not? Skyward is amazing. I don't like sci-fi. It's the only sci-fi book that I've read that I really liked. I didn't like Illuminae for many reasons, but I love Skyward so much. I want to read the next book so badly. I loved Spence's character, who's the main character from the series. It's sci-fi. I usually don't like to read sci-fi, so I really recommend it. I hope you love it so much. And also $4, like, is that $4 here? Is it like $5? It's so cheap. And yes, congrats. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. This is so cool that we hit it on live. I love it. Okay, I'll do another question. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is interesting because I think that a lot of people could have questions, like answers for this. But what is a book that you would redesign? Like the cover of it. Like what book's cover would you redesign? Sorry, I live in the city, so this is all you hear all the time. Redesign. Okay, I think that's such an interesting question. So what book cover would you redesign? Okay, there's so many, but specifically one. Okay, what's a series that has like not a good cover? I don't know. I feel like I would. I don't know. Do you guys have any? I don't know. I think maybe it's because I was gonna say I don't even know. I can't even think right now. What book cover would I redesign? I can't really think of one right now, but I was gonna say the Akamath series, but I feel like they fixed it. Also, I was also gonna say an Ember and the Ashes series, but they also fixed it. But the only issue that I have with when they redesign covers is that they always do it in the middle of the series. So for me, the An Ember and the Ashes series, I have the first two books in the first original cover, which were not cute at all. Like they're not cute. I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea. The books are amazing, but I don't know who would want to pick them up if they look like that. If I hadn't been recommended a book by so many people, and if I didn't like fall asleep to here, I probably wouldn't have picked up the series if I saw those covers in the store, you know. So I would say that, but they changed them now, so their covers are different. Um, and I really like them, but they changed them in the middle of the series. So when the third book came out, it was in a brand new cover, and now I'm so tempted to buy the new ones because they look so much better and they'll look better to display. And I kind of want to reread them for a vlog, so I want to do it because yes, why not? Should I buy them? I don't know. Lauren says, I don't really read sci-fi, but I'm excited to read it. Yes, honestly, if you are a beginner to sci-fi, I feel like that's the perfect book. And it makes me want to pick up Brandon Sanderson's other books, because they seem really good. I hate who all the boys series cover. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you feel about the Netflix covers? Yeah, I get it. Covers, to be honest. Caraval, it's a great book, but the cover is gross. Yes. I kind of like the cover. Do I hate it? It's okay. It's not the worst cover I've seen. Because remember, in Ember and the Ashes series, those covers were kind of atrocious. And yes, they're worse than the Caraval ones. Honestly, if I saw the Caraval ones, I would think of like 2018. But I'm okay with that. I would still pick it up. So I don't know. And also, should I read Caraval? I've seen it around, but I have had so many mixed reactions. Like, so many people tell me that it's really good, and so many people tell me it's really bad. So I don't know if it's worth it to pick it up. But I personally wasn't just buy it because I like the covers. Sorry, for those that just joined, this is the question. So if you have any more that you guys think about, I'm trying to think like what other book series doesn't have that cute of a cover. The thing is though, most covers, if I don't like them, I end up liking the UK edition better. Like the UK editions are so beautiful to me. Don't get me wrong, there's like some really beautiful US covers, and then there's ones like Strange the Dreamer, which has a beautiful US cover, but an even more beautiful one for the UK. So I love them all, and then it becomes so difficult because I'm like, I want them all. Like exactly with Raybearer, I have the UK edition. I got it from Book Depository, and I really love this edition. But I really also love the normal US one. So I'm torn of whether or not I should just get the US one as well. But it's so pretty. I love it so much. And if you guys haven't seen Book Two's cover, you need to look. It's so good. But I love the UK covers because most of the times I just want the UK covers, but they're so expensive to like get them shipped in. And recently, I wanted to get a Waterstones edition of I think what is that book in the dark something in the Ravenous Dark that their Waterstone covers are so pretty, but the import price is so much, so I'm torn. No, look at the UK covers and you'll understand. For Caraval, okay, I'll look after this. I hate most classic covers. Like, to be honest, it's like purposely make them ugly. Yes. Okay. Yes. The classic covers are not cute, except for some of the collectibles for Jane Austen's books. But most classic covers are ugly as hell, and I don't know why. But I think they get away with it because they're classic, so people will pick them up anyways. Hi, just came home. Oh, thank you so much for coming and joining, Dal. I hope you enjoy this live. We're just answering some questions before we'll do another reading sprint. So take your time. It's okay. So let's see. Let's pick another question. Unless you guys don't, unless you still, if you have more covers that you don't like, leave them below. So, oh, this is, I think, is an interesting question. So I'm just going to put it up here. Sorry, I should have been more prepared for this, but here we go. Okay, so the next question is, where do you guys I can't speak obviously. Where do you guys, did I not post it up here? Hold on a second. Where do you typically buy books? Sorry. So where do you guys typically buy books? I think it's different too because I know a lot of people that watch me are not from the US. So where do you guys typically buy your books? I'll go first. So I typically, honestly, I am so lucky because I live in the States. So I used to always thrift my books because buying full price like hardcovers in the US, they're usually like 20 bucks each. So it's a lot and it's expensive. So I usually buy them secondhand, and there's a lot of secondhand websites that you can use. I use eBay. If you don't have eBay, I don't know if it's in other countries, but it's so helpful if you're in the States. You search up any book that you want, and you can buy it used, and you can buy it for a very affordable price. Most of the paperbacks that I get, I could find them for $5, $6, $7, $8 or $10. And the most I pay are like $15, but it has to be like a hardcover. Okay, it has to be a hardcover. But most paperbacks on eBay are so affordable, and they're secondhand, and it makes me feel good because I'm helping out somebody else, especially if I'm buying like from a well-known author. It is so good because I'm helping out somebody else, and there's so many sellers on here, so I love buying from there. I also buy from Amazon, but that's only if I'm trying not to use Amazon that much because Jeff Bezos does not need my money, but it does help authors directly. So the only time I use Amazon to buy stuff is when I'm looking for a release. Like I really, really want this book and I want it. I did it for The Crown of Gilded Bones because I really wanted that book. So I got it from Amazon, or I order like pre-order from Amazon because I know it really helps out authors, especially POC authors who it's their first book or their second book. I really would want to pre-order and help them out in general because it's so helpful for them. So either from there, or sometimes I go to Target and they have some deals at Target. Like Realm Breaker is like 15 bucks there, and I was gonna buy it last time, but I didn't. But I know a lot of people are liking Realm Breaker. So if you read Realm Breaker, let me know. But that's typically where I buy my books from, and I love it. Oh no. Okay. Amazon or Waterstones? Okay, yes. I'm so jealous that you have a Waterstones. I want to buy so many books from Waterstones because their editions are so beautiful. But the import tax, is that what it is? Just to get it here is so much money. But I'm so jealous of you. I go to a Waterstone so badly. Amazon, it's the most accessible to me. Yes. I'm lucky enough that I have like other options, but Amazon is great, especially away from the US. Here in Latin America, I buy it in this place called Busek. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to say it because it's going to sound so stupid coming from my dumbass mouth, or in my local bookstore because they have discounts for students even when I'm not one anymore. LOL. Yes, that is so good. I'm so happy that you guys have other like bookstores and stuff because I love my bookstores here, which I want to do a whole vlog. I keep talking about the bookstore, what I'm going to do, but I want to do a whole blog like showing you guys my favorite bookstores in the city. There's so many and I love them so much, especially like the little ones that not a lot of people go to. They're so cute and I love them. So I'm glad you guys have bookstores that you go to as well because honestly, I miss going to bookstores and I had this Barnes and Nobles right near my house and I always used to go with a friend, but I can't do that anymore because of the pandemic and the bookstore closed down. So it makes me so sad. But yes, I'm so happy. This is so cool. I love it that we all have so many different places that we get books from. Okay, should we do another sprint? Are we down for another sprint? What would we, how long do we want the sprint to be? I'm down for whatever time you guys want. So, yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, we can do some sprints. Whatever you guys want, let me know. And if we do another sprint, how long do we want it to be? I don't know, another 25? If you guys are okay with that, of course. Ooh, okay. We can do a 30, 30 or 45. Okay, are we done for okay. Okay, we'll compromise. So we'll do a 30-minute one instead. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, I want to show you this. Okay, so we're gonna do not a 30. We're doing a 30-minute one. Good luck, guys. Let's read as much as we can, and yeah, let's get started. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. That one actually really scared me that time because I was so into my book. But how is everybody's reading? Did we read a lot? What are we doing? I got done, I think, 3 more chapters, which I'm still loving this book so much, so I love it. Hi, thank you so much for coming. How are you? What are you reading? I didn't read, just got back. That is perfectly fine. Lucy, take your time. I'm about to finish this contemporary, and the drama is amazing. I love when contemporaries have drama, but I also hate when the drama is so stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when the author just adds extra drama. It's so dumb. I hate it. So I hope that it's really good drama because there's good drama and then there's like pointless drama that they just do instead of just ending the book. Like sometimes in contemporaries, especially, they add so much extra shit that does not need to be in it. Like you can just end the book after a certain time, you know? So that's my beef with contemporaries. Hi, Summer. Thanks for joining. Hi, I got distracted and only read about 25 pages of Black Sun. I think I've seen that cover. It is so pretty. So, so pretty. I want to buy it. How are you liking it? I came late but read about 10 pages. That's so good still, though. I'm so glad that you read 10 pages. I'm reading House of Salt and Sorrows. I've also seen this cover. It's absolutely beautiful. How are you liking it? Is it good? I have so many fantasies to read, so it's hard to pick, but I'm really, really enjoying my book right now. I'm reading Raybearer for all the new people that are here. I am loving every second of it. And look at this. This is the UK cover. It's stunning. I wasn't going to tab it because I was like, I'm not going to tab it. I didn't think I was going to love it this much. So then I just started tabbing towards the end, which I'm sad about. But it gives me an excuse to reread this later. But I love this cover. It's so good. I'm so glad you're liking it, Lauren. I watched the Vampire Diaries. Honestly, I wish I could go back and rewatch the Vampire Diaries, but they're so cringy now. But I'm glad you're loving it. The Vampire Diaries always give me nostalgia, but Klaus is my favorite. But from the Vampire Diaries, like first cast, Damon is my favorite, obviously. And you know what's so funny is that I actually was a Stefan stan, and then we were introduced to Damon, and I was like, I'm gonna hate this guy forever. And then I actually ended up really loving Damon's character. But I think the reason why I like Damon so much is because he's not perfect. Like he's a really messed up person, but I like that because I like seeing people with flaws. Perfection is overrated, even though I try to be a perfectionist, but I can't. I'm too much of a Leo to be a perfectionist, honestly. It's pretty good so far, but I have no clue where the story is going. That is the thing about fantasies. It could be a hit or miss. I hope it goes in a direction that you like. I'm rewatching it and forgot how boring the first season kind of is. I never finished it before. Ooh, yeah, the first season, not my favorite. I don't even know. I feel like I watched it out of order and then I finished it with my sister. And I watched the last episode of the show and wow, you need to be prepared. I love Damon. Yes. Damon is a king. We stand Damon here. Yes. Okay. I also, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, leave them down below. If not, I have a couple of questions that I saved from my Instagram that we can answer as well. But anybody else, what are you guys reading? How are you feeling? Was this a good sprint? But I can try to find some questions. I already have one question on the top of my head though. Uh-oh. I've never seen it. I was watching Pretty Little Liars and everybody's watching TVD. I loved Pretty Little Liars. Oh my god. Pretty Little Liars is such a good show. It's so good. Have you guys watched it as well? I love the show so much, especially the Dollhouse season. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but I think that's my favorite season. I forgot what season that is. It's so good. It's so fantastic. Like I'm telling you guys need to You guys need to watch that. The last season was underwhelming though. Like I was so sad with it because I thought it could be so much better, and it's so sad. But I loved Pretty Little Liars so much. How are you liking your book? I am absolutely obsessed with this book. It is so underrated. Like I've seen people talk about this book, but I feel like it doesn't get the hype that it deserves. It needs more hype. People need to love this book. Everybody read Raybearer. It's so good. I think it's so unique and so beautiful. Please read it. Please, 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 please read it. I loved it, but didn't like the ending. Same. The ending, trash. We don't talk about the ending. Oh my god, yes, I agree. Yes, the ending, not my favorite ever. Ooh, since we're talking about TV shows, comment down below your guys' favorite TV show, or or tell me something that you've watched recently that you adored. Because I won't talk about the one that I watched, but let me know what you guys have watched recently. I need new show recs, and I'm so weird because I watch like new shows, but sometimes I don't. Like I still haven't finished Shadow and Bone, which I know is blasphemy because Ben Barnes is the most handsome man on this planet Earth. But I still haven't finished that, and I also need to watch so many things. But please let me know down below what you're watching, so I can have more things to watch. Season 5 was pretty meh, but season 6, Dollhouse, was so good. Okay, that was season 6. Ah, it's such a good season. The Dollhouse season will forever be the best one. Adding it to my TBR. Everybody watching, add Raybearer to your TBR and get the UK edition, even though the US edition is beautiful too, but the UK edition is beautiful. Okay, I just finished Tunisia and it's definitely a new favorite. Okay, Summer, what is it about? Let me know. Let me know. I watched Free Reign because of Freddie Carter. He's in it! Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this. Freddie Carter is my other favorite. I love Kaz Brecker. Guys, I think I want to reread Six of Crows and vlog it because I'm going to annotate it for the first time. So I'm very, very excited. I haven't reread it since I've read it the first time. So I'm very, very excited. One favorite is BBC Sherlock. I don't know how to watch the Sherlock Holmes things. Like, which is the best show? So the BBC Sherlock, is that your favorite Sherlock retelling? Like, is that your favorite? Which is the best one in your opinion? Because there's so many TV shows with Sherlock Holmes, and I need the best one. Even though I don't think I'm gonna watch Enola Holmes, I just don't really like it. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Oh my god, you need to finish Shadow and Bone. I made my dad and brother watch it, so I've seen it 3 times now. Honestly, I am going to finish it. I'm going to finish it, and I'm gonna try to watch it with a couple of friends as well. I need to finish it. Honestly, just watching it gave me so much nostalgia from reading Six of Crows because I didn't read Shadow and Bone. I just got a summary from a couple of friends and watched a couple of videos. So I didn't finish that, but I read Six of Crows and I adored it. Like I love Kaz Brecker so much. I'm trying to peer pressure my sister into reading the Six of Crows book together with me when I read it, and I'm also supposed to be reading it with Melissa, but me and her both got so busy. So we're gonna try. Okay? We're gonna try to read it. Okay. I also I also love Glee, ironically. Like, it's a pretty bad show, but I love it. Have you seen the drama about Glee? I forgot who the girl is, but apparently one of the girls is really rude to a lot of people on the show. Do you know the tea? Do you know the drama? What do you think about it? I've never watched it. I watched a couple of episodes. I think my favorite cover that they did was the one, the Michael Jackson song. I forgot what the song is called. I think it's Annie, Are You Okay? But I don't think that's what the song is called. It's like, oh, it's Smooth Criminal. Their cover of Smooth Criminal is really good. If you guys haven't watched it, search up Glee Smooth Criminal. The chemistry between the two people in that episode, even though I've never watched the show, was amazing, and I hope they're together. I think the guy who was in that episode was also the guy who now plays the Flash, which he is so attractive. I love him. So attractive. Watch that. Watch Smooth Criminal Glee version. So let me know if you've seen what I'm talking about. Okay, the BBC Sherlock. Oh, I think I skipped over one. Oh, two, sorry. I also love Friends. I have never binged Friends. I'm sorry, because let me tell you. Let me tell you why before you crucify me, okay? The reason why I never finished Friends was because my idiot self would watch all the episodes out of order because I would watch them on TV. So I would never watch them in order. So therefore, I ended up watching them out of order, and I ended up watching the last episode of the show. So I've never I've never watched it because I know what happens in the end, but I have so many friends who are absolutely obsessed. So eventually I will binge watch it, but I love The Office so much, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to like Friends. I feel like I will like Friends, but The Office just has such a safe spot in my heart. Like I want to rewatch it soon again. I'm trying to give myself some time before I rewatch. So yes, guys, I will try to watch Friends. But aren't I an idiot? Like, why would I watch the last episode? I didn't know it was the last episode until I saw it. So, yeah. Have you seen Anne with an E? No, I don't think I've actually watched this. What is this about? I think I've seen it on Netflix though, for sure. The BBC Sherlock is great, but Robert Downey Jr. movies are great too. Okay, okay. Recommend me specific Sherlock ones because I love the concept of Sherlock Holmes. And then I read A Study in Charlotte, which is so good. It's by Brittany Cavallero, I think that's her name. It's really good. I never finished it though, which I need to finish ASAP. And it's a really good Sherlock series, but I've never read the other ones or the classic ones. So I don't know if it upholds, but for somebody who hasn't read it, I really enjoyed it. So I would recommend it. It's an adventure anime about a girl who accidentally goes back in time and has to fight demons. It sounds stupid, but it's so good. Honestly, I don't watch anime, but this sounds really good. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm very particular about my animation styles. So there's certain anime styles that I don't like. But one, I think I don't know if it's considered an anime, but I watched Castlevania, but I feel like a lot of people have watched it. I watched the first three seasons. I think season four just came out. Have not watched that yet. I need to finish, and it was really, really good. And I love the art style in it. And oh my god, the men in it, mwah, so handsome. Um, it's really good. You need to watch that if you haven't watched it, but you probably already watched it. But recommend me some animes down below. But I am again really particular about the animes that I watch. I'm such a snob for no reason. Now I'm gonna rewatch Shadow and Bone. Girl, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Why not? I haven't seen any other Sherlock show, but I've seen the Robert Downey Jr. films, and I didn't like them so much. But the BBC show is really good, and it's sort of slow at times, but it's so good. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna save the BBC Sherlock one. Honestly, I have a love hate relationship with Robert Downey Jr. So we'll see. But I'll definitely check out BBC one then. I can just binge it probably. Oh my god, I love Glee and TVD and PLL. Also, Teen Wolf is so good, and How to Get Away with Murder. Okay, I've never watched Glee. I watched TVD and PLL. I never watched Teen Wolf. I don't know why. I think because while I was watching Teen Wolf, like everybody was obsessed with it, I was watching other shows, so I never got to have a full experience. So I didn't watch that. But How to Get Away with Murder. I watched the first episode of How to Get Away with Murder and my head was spinning. Oh my god, it's so chaotic and so crazy, and I don't know if I can handle it. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch. Sorry. But it looks so good, but it's so complicated and so much shit happens that even my crazy Leo ass can't watch it because I'm like, this is too much. Yes, Smooth Criminal is so good. Yes, Smooth Criminal, their cover is amazing. Watch it. No, 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 they're ultra enemies and she's lesbian. Oh my god, really? Okay, I'm an idiot. Thank you for telling me this though. But the chemistry was really good. But I think it's just because he's an asshole. So Friends is my favorite TV show. I need to watch The Office. You do. It's such a comfort. I can't speak. It's a comfort show for me. It's so nice and I love it. I feel like I can pick up from any episode and know exactly what's happening. So I love it. I'm currently watching The Office and loving that too. The same thing with many like classic shows. Don't judge it on like even the first season because The Office is such a show that it grows each season and it gets bigger and better. And I know it seems like boring like the premise because it's literally a paper company, but there's so much stuff in it that I just love so much, and I adore those characters so much. And I can't speak. John Krasinski is just so attractive and so funny, and Jim is like my ideal man, honestly. Like if I didn't have to be with a fantasy character, I would be with Jim from The Office. It's an adaptation of Anne of Green Gables. It's really cute. Please watch. Honestly, I've seen it around. I'll see. I don't really know if I will like it, but honestly, I've seen so many fan edits of it, and it's really convincing. So maybe I will watch it. I've never read Sherlock, but watched the BBC show. Yes, I don't think I've met a lot of people who've read the original Sherlock Holmes books. I don't even know if it's like worth. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. My internet like messed up, but I'm here. Thank you for everybody who stayed put. I was about to be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," but I'm here. Yes, it did freeze. I'm so sorry. I'm here. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. But is it a live show if there isn't a malfunction? No, it's not a live show if there's no malfunction. But I'm here. Can you guys see me and hear me? Let me know down below so I know. Because I am an idiot. That was so bad. What other, do you guys have any other questions? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I here? Okay. Very true. Oh, yes, everything works. Okay, good. Yay. Yay. Okay, good. Do we have any other questions or I want to actually about a movie I recently watched. I was talking to my friends about it because Sophia also really loves this movie. I watched it for the first time. It's called Howl's Moving Castle. It is so good. It's my second Studio Ghibli movie, but it's such a good movie because it just has so many important themes in it that I love, but just the animation style is so beautiful. And if you've never watched a Studio Ghibli movie, I would say you should just watch Howl's Moving Castle. It is so good. It's about this girl who gets turned into an old woman, and she just feels like very like looked over. Before she was even turned into an old woman, she was like always felt like she was so old and bland and stuff, and she felt like her life was just moving her by. And she ends up meeting this wizard um named Howl and stuff, and ends up going and working for him because she wants his help to remove the curse of her being old. But along the journey, we see her like cope with being old and all of that stuff. It's so good because the conversation about old age, because I think for a lot of people, our young in our youth is so romanticized that we forget that being old is still a chapter in our life, and just watching our character like go through being old is just so beautiful, because it's just like reminding everybody that your life doesn't end when you get old. You know, you don't just have to just sit down and just become old and just wither away. It's so good though. It's so good, and the banter between everybody is amazing, and I love it so much. Just the conversation about being old is so important, because when I get old, I don't want to just sit down and lay down and be like, I don't know, 65 and like I'm done with life now. Like I want to continue to live my life, and I loved it so much. Oh my god, I love it. Yes, yes. See, can't speak. All Studio Ghibli movies are precious and close to my heart. I need to see more of them, so recommend me some down below. Which Studio Ghibli movie have you seen? So I recently saw Howl's Moving Castle, and then I don't remember the name of it, but it's like the fish one, where this boy finds this fish. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, but this boy finds this fish, but she's actually a princess of the ocean and stuff. And then her dad is trying to find her because he keeps her as a pet, but she can speak and all that. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, comment below, because I forgot the name of it. But every time there was a rainy day at school, they would always play the movie, and it's such a good movie because I was obsessed with the animation of it. It's so beautiful. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, please comment it, because I feel like I'm so crazy for not knowing it. I've never seen it, but I want to. Yes, I love that movie. See, Summer, you have great taste. Everybody who knows what I'm talking about has amazing taste. I love this live so much. My favorite is Totoro, sorry, because it's so nostalgic for me, but I love Spirited Away and Key's Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of your comment right now because I need it. I need these names so that I can have these watch. I kind of want to take my time to watch the movies because they're such an experience, and right now I'm very much in the mood for like Howl's Moving Castle, that I got the full book series of the movie because it's based on the book series, but it's very loosely based because the plot is very different. I've heard from people of Howl's Moving Castle, but there is a book series. So I'm going to be reading that. It's different, but I just love the world, so I'm willing to read it. I love it so much. Kiki's, yes, I think it is Kiki's Delivery Service. There's going to be a Studio Ghibli themed readathon on June. You should participate. Yes, I have seen this around. I'm going to try my best to participate. I always suck at readathons, and I always like start with so much stamina and stuff. So I think I'll try to join this one, or at least read it. Yes, Summer, it is Ponyo. It is that one. If I'm saying it wrong, correct me, but I love that one so much. It was so cute. The little boy was so cute, and their little banter was adorable. Oh my god, I want to join. I love all the Studio Ghibli films I've seen. From Up on Poppy Hill is amazing, Spirited Away, and Rin Rises, and Castle in the Sky. Okay. I'm going to take another screenshot of this so I can have it, so I could watch these later. Those are my recommendations. Thanks, Val. These are great. Thank you guys so much for recommending. Oh my god, yes, Poppy Hill. I forgot that one existed. You should definitely join it if you want to. It's really, really good. I want to join, but I don't know if I have the time this June, but I'm going to try, because after this one, I'm trying to read The Prison Healer, which if you read it, let me know how you feel about it. Well, the biggest reason why I picked it up is because Lucy really wants to read it, so I was like, I'm going to read it. And then also, I'm going to read after this one. I'm trying to read like a contemporary after this, because it is summer, but I'm still in the mood for fantasy. So yes, that is my plan. What are your guys' summer reading plans? Like, what books are you wanting to read this summer? I'm gonna try to make a video where I give a TBR, because I love those videos. So what are you reading this summer? Is it contemporary? Is it fantasy? Is it sci-fi? Is it whatever else, historical fiction? What are you reading? I will join, but yeah, I'm trying to take it easy. Yeah, me too. I usually don't like TBRs because I love having the free reign to one day pick up whatever book I want, but I don't like to restrict myself, because again, even though I do make videos about reading and all that, it's still a hobby for me, and I still don't want to taint it with having expectations. So I just loosely have TBRs and try to read books whenever I want to. And yes, but what are your guys' summer reading plans? What are you hoping to read? Are there any new releases that you guys are hoping to read? New releases that I want to read are, I think, if you're on TikTok or on Bookstagram in general, I think you guys have seen the book Counting Down with You, which is it's by Tashi, and I literally followed her when her book was coming out in like a 6 months or something, or even before that. I followed her, and it's a cute little contemporary, and she's South Asian, and I'm South Asian, and I want to read more books by South Asian authors, and she seems so sweet. I love her so much. I love her Instagram and Twitter, and her TikTok is amazing. So that's one that I want to read. But a fantasy release, of course, I'm waiting for the next book in the Chain of Gold series. Like, what else? I'm a Cassandra Clare trash. I've read all of her books. I think she's the most, like, the biggest author that I like. The most books I've read by an author is probably by her. I've read maybe like 13 books now, and I still have to pick up The Lost Book of the Light, which I'm really, really excited to read. There's so many fantasy books I want to read this summer. I can't wait to read King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. I am so excited. After watching the first 3 episodes of Shadow and Bone, I wanted to read Nikolai so badly. So I think I will be picking up King of Scars soon because he seemed like the ideal man for me. Like, I still don't know. Like, if I had to pick, I would have either picked the Darkling or I would have picked Nikolai, but I think I would have picked Nikolai because being a prince has its perks, and I'm already a queen. Everybody who's watching this is a queen, so you know we deserve to have princes. So yes. Same, I'm a mood reader, but sometimes I like readathons because they take me out of my comfort zone. So true. Sometimes I get in these ruts, which is why I love reading sprints. I love doing reading sprints as well. So that's why I love like participating in like 24-hour readathons because it's not too much of a commitment. It's literally like a day. So you don't have to commit too much, but you also get so much reading done. And doing reading sprints with friends is so, so much fun. So I would recommend doing that too. Yes, I love it. So sometimes I get, I don't think I finished my thought. Sometimes I get in these ruts where I'm like too lazy to read. I'll be watching too much TV. I'll be editing or doing stuff and be like using every excuse and being distracted to not to read. So readathons really do come in handy when I want to get a good chunk of reading done. My summer will be a weird mix between fantasy, sci-fi, and contemporary romances. Val, that sounds so good. You don't have to commit. Excuse me, you can read whatever you want. You know? What book specifically, though, are you looking to read this summer? How do I find this readathon? I think, do you follow the Roomies Digest? I think they're doing it. So if you want, if you still can't find it, I'll DM it to you after this live. Just remind me to DM it to you and I'll DM you the readathon. I love Nikolai. I think he's so sweet. Like, from what I've heard from people, he seems really sweet. I'm hoping to get some contemporaries this summer, but because I need to be in the right mood. Yeah. Some contemporaries that I would recommend is the one that I just talked about, Counting Down with You, is really good. I would also recommend, these are something I'm trying to read as well. So Anxious People, it's about a bank robbery gone wrong, and it follows the point of view of the different people that were present at the bank robbery. And one of them is like about this couple whose marriage is falling, and then like a bunch of different people. I just like the concept of having like different POVs. It kind of gives me the vibes of Money Heist, which is also such a good TV show that I hope you guys watch because it's fantastic. But I don't think it's gonna be like Money Heist at all, but just the dual point of like multiple point of views I think is very, very fun. So I'm hoping to read Anxious People as well. And then what is another contemporary? I can't even think. What is another one? Let me look. I have some ebooks. I usually ebook contemporaries because they're easier than buying them. I usually buy fantasy books mostly. If I buy a contemporary, you know it's really good. But a book that I've seen, another contemporary that I've seen is The Roommate Equation by Christina Lauren. So I've heard that that one is really good as well. So would recommend that. I've seen that go around a lot. And then I'm also reading like really trashy, smutty books. So you know me. I'm just all over the place as well. I read so many smutty books. The one I'm reading is really good and a lot of drama, and it's called You Had Me at Ola. Yes, I actually did read this. I got an advanced reader copy from Avon Books for this one last summer. I don't know if my reading blog for it's still up, but it was such a while ago. It was such a good book. It's so well done. Honest, okay, I really, really loved it. The only issue that I have with the book was that I think I did like the romance. I just feel like there wasn't many smutty scenes. That's all I want more of. But I really, really love this book, especially because it's about these two people that are co-stars, and the author could have just like loosely based it around the fact of that they're on a set, like a TV set, but the author does such a well job. Like you can tell that she's researched so much into writing her book, and you can tell that she spent like a long time making sure that her setting is good, because the setting is at this movie set, like I said, and the way that she talks about all the different roles. Sorry, there's a siren. The way that she talks about all the different roles and stuff is amazing. Like I loved it. I loved reading every second of it, and I learned so much about like movies and TV shows and the different people that it takes to make a movie and a TV show, and how many people that you need to like learn about chemistry and the different sets and everything. It's so interesting. I would highly recommend that one too. It's really good. Speaking of multiple POVs, check out This Is Where It Ends. It's pretty heartbreaking but really good. What is it about? This I feel like I've heard of this. Let me take a picture of it. You guys have great recs. Please keep giving me books. My wallet won't thank you, but I will. This is where it ends. Why does it sound familiar? I feel like I've heard of this before. My camera has decided to glitch. Just give me a second. Okay. I want to read After Age Eve Brown this summer. Oh my god, it was so good. Okay. The Brown Sister series is such a good series, and everybody needs to read it. And I know it's overhyped. It's not overhyped because Talia Hibbert is an amazing author, and she deserves all the love and praise that she gets. So everybody needs to read it. It's really, really good. It follows these three sisters, and they're so different but so similar. And the first book is called not no no Get a Life, Chloe Brown. The second book is called Take a Hint, Danny Brown. The third book is called After Age Eve Brown, which is the one that Lauren wants to read. Lauren, it's so good. I keep underestimating Talia Hibbert because I was like, oh, it can't get better than the last book. I really enjoyed Get a Life, Chloe Brown, but my favorite one has to be the second one. It is so well done. Like, I feel like me and Danica are so similar, which is why I love it. And Zafir, he is Pakistani. He is so fine. He is so well read, and he literally reads romance books. So you are gonna love him. He is the perfect man in every word, and he's so steamy and so he's everything I want in a man. He's so gorgeous. You guys need to read it. You haven't read it. And then the third book, I underestimated her, and I was like, it's not going to be as good. It was as good, and it was really, really good. I loved the idea of them running this bed and breakfast place together. It was so cute, and I love it so much when two couples work together to like run a business. It's so adorable. Also, yeah, I'll be reading Anxious People since the author is Swedish. Oh my god, they're Swedish? Did you say you had read it or wanted to read it? I want to read it. I haven't read it yet. I got the physical copy of it. It's a Book of the Month edition one. I haven't read it yet. It seems so good, and I know a lot of people have read it. And then I also want to read Normal People, which I've seen get a lot of hype. I also want to do it for a specific video, which I can't tell you because I want it to be a surprise. But I'm going to be reading somebody's like favorite books. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, have you read Normal People? Let me know. Let me know. Also, I found the Readathon. Thanks. Okay, I'm really happy you found it. It's good. Yes, yes, I'm so close to finishing it, and I can't wait. Okay, you also know that the author is going to do a series for she's going to do a series for her cousins. Do you know that? I'm really excited. I think it's coming out this summer in August. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to read it as well because I remember when I read the book for the first time, I was really interested in their cousin dynamics. So I know I'm gonna love it. This Is Where It Ends is about a school shooting. Oh my god, yes! I did hear about this. And the entire book takes place in like 2 hours. I think that is so interesting but so heartbreaking. It's wow. I think I will read it eventually when I'm in the right headspace too. also, I think the concept of something taking place in one day, like the sun is also a star, was so interesting because I always underestimate whether or not like authors will be able to make me feel something, especially if it's like 2 hours or in a day, which both times that I read it, they've been able to do it. So yes. I'm so excited. I love Chloe and Danny Brown. Yes, I think you're gonna love this so much. I thought that it couldn't get better, but it did, and I really loved the new couple in the third book. Danny Brown is my favorite. Yes, she is. I love her. Zaf, I love Zaf so much. Oh my god, I'm like, I know. Zaf is my favorite book boyfriend. He's so cute. Like in contemporary books, he's my favorite. Of course, Will Herondale is my ride or die till the end because I love him so much. I know he's a basic one. Okay, tell me your book boyfriends down below. Comment down below, who do you love? Who's your favorite one? Like, who would you, let's say, like, you're about to get married, you're walking down the altar, and then one of your fictional crushes is like, stop the wedding. And would you run away with him? Who is it? Or they, or her, or whoever. Fictional boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. Who would you run away with? I automatically, if Will Herondale showed up at my fucking wedding, ended my marriage. James Herondale too. I know it's complicated, but I would literally be like, fuck that. My marriage over. Don't walk down the aisle. I will run away with him. I want to like buddy read anxious people. Yes. Okay. You know what? I'll add it to my TBR. I have it on my TBR. Let's buddy read it, and I'll also do something. I'll take it with me if I travel. So if we read it in August together, I'll take it with me and we could buddy read it. It's not that thick of a book either. So it's not gonna take up that much space. So we can buddy read it for sure. I want to read normal people too. Yes. I heard amazing things. I don't know. I didn't know that. I'm still gonna read all of them. Yes. Don't you love the cousins? Like from You Had Me at Ola. They're so funny and so great. I love them. Yes, same. Will Herondale for sure. Yes. I'm just imagining like Will like rushing in and being like, "Stop the wedding," and I'd be like, "Yes, yes." Oh, I love it. Love of my life. Yes. Will Herondale is the love of my life. Castile. Okay, can we have a talk? So Castile, for those that don't know, I think most people know, but if you don't, he's from the From Blood and Ash series. And I recently read the third one. I loved it, but I also had some shit to talk about it because if you know, you can go watch my reading vlog if you want. But I have a love-hate relationship with him because the first From Blood and Ash book, I was like, something's up, something is suspicious. I was right, of course. But I still love him now. Like I love him so much. I love his love. I love the way that he shows love. He's so amazing. So I totally get it why you think that he is gorgeous. Amazing. I don't think okay, he is a book boyfriend, but he's not like Will Herondale status for me. But I think I think if Castile walked in and was like, hey, like, let's get married, I would be like, I would question it for a minute and I would seriously give a thought, but I don't know if I would end my wedding for him. You know? Maybe. Really, maybe. I read the first book, but I'm scared to read the other two now. Hey, it's really good. I think you're gonna love it. I think you should do it. Read it. Why not? Let's do it. You should just do it because I think the issue that people have is because they're so hyped. People think it's going to be so well written and so well done and everything. Don't read it for that. Read it for the smut and some of the plot. Like the plot is interesting, but it's also for fun. So like, don't take it too seriously and just have fun and read it because I had a really good time reading it and it was good. I loved it. She's crazy, but honestly, you're so lucky because you have the other two books to read. Um, and I've also heard that the From Blood and Ash series is going to become like a 6-book series, which, oh my god, I don't know what more is left, but I will keep reading because Jennifer L. Armentrout, this is so good at convincing me to keep reading, so I will be continuing with the series for sure. It's so good. Lauren, read it. I think you'll love it because I loved it. And Kingdom of Flesh and Fire is my favorite book in the series so far. It was so well done. The plot was amazing. The plot was good. It wasn't like too much info dumpy and was good. So yes. I'll read them this summer. You should. You should binge read them. That's what I did. And then there's a thing about Jennifer L. Armentrout is like You think that you're not in love with her books until you're at the end and you realize that you are obsessed. And then you're like, oh shit. Like, what am I gonna do? So yeah. I love it. Yeah, read them. I read them. They're so well done. Yes, they're good. They're good. They're like my favorite trashy covers. Have you guys ordered any special editions recently? Because I did, and they're coming. One is coming in June, I think, is it? And then one is coming in July, which I'm gonna do unboxing for. But one of them is the Dreamer collection. It is so beautiful. I'm so excited to get it. It seems really, really good. Oh, am I frozen? Am I frozen, guys? Or oh, is it frozen? Is it good? Guys, is it frozen? Am I frozen? Okay. Okay. I ordered the Illumicrate from Blood and Ash. I think I guess I got that one too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to read it. Okay. Val, try to refresh the page. I don't think I'm frozen. I got that one too, so I'm very, very excited to read it, guys. I'm so excited. Not to read it, to have the cover. Oh, it looks so beautiful from Illumicrate. Okay, I'm not frozen. Yeah, yeah. Good. Okay. That's good. I'm not frozen. I was like, again. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think, do you guys want to do another reading sprint or what? Because we could do another like 15-minute reading sprint and then I have to go. But whatever, it's up to you. Or I could end the live now if you guys are busy. But it's up to you guys. We can do another sprint for 15 more minutes. Up to you. Totally up to you. And I will be saving this live, so if you guys ever need more reading sprints, you can come back and go skip to the reading sprint and have something to reading sprint with. Yeah. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's do, okay, you know what? Actually, I'll do a 25-minute one now. So we can have one more 25-minute one. These are fun. Okay, let's do 25 minutes. Are we ready? Get ready and happy reading. Let's go. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? You guys still can't hear me? Okay, great. How was everybody's reading? I'm so sorry. Okay, perfect. Did we get reading done? How were we? I just realized I was talking to nothing for like 2 minutes. How much did we read? How are we feeling? I'm in love with my book. It got even better. I got to page 305. 305. It's so close to the end. I have like 100 more pages to go, and I'm obsessed with this so much, and I can't wait. I can't wait to finish it, but also I feel like a cliffhanger is coming. But I heard that this is only a duology, so there's only going to be 2 books, so it shouldn't be too bad. And the book is coming in August, which is only 2 months, but it's so good right now. Okay, glad you guys can hear me again. I read 25 pages. That is so good. Wow, that's a lot. I'm so happy that you read 25 pages. I read 1 chapter and cried, lol, but now I'm making coffee. Oh, honestly, there's a lot of relatability in You Had Me at Ola, honestly, especially like the book is set in New York too. So whenever they talk about certain places, I would know hustle. So I loved it. I got 30 pages into Punk 57 and I like it. M2C, Lauren loves it. Wow, you guys are making me want to read it so bad, but I'm reading it soon. Soon, soon, soon. Let me finish my smutty book, the other book that I'm reading. But everybody who's watching this live, please read this. And if you read this, you need to text me your thoughts. This is such a good book. It's getting so good. I know that I said this like 5 times already, but it's getting so good. And I'm almost the book is broken up into like different parts. So I'm almost at part 4 of it. And the inside art of it is so pretty. I wish I could show you guys more, but it's so pretty. Also, I showed this to the group chat, but I wanted to show you guys. I ordered something from Book of the Month, and it came with this bookmark that says, "I'm a freak between the sheets." And I was like, okay, Book of the Month, I see you. I see you. So I've been using it as a little page holder for like my goal. So I only have like this much to read for today, which is my goal. But I am I have only a chunk of it left to read. But yes, let's see. Emma's very proud of you, Lauren. She loves it. I need to read 150 soon. I will read it. Do we have any more questions? I am going to stay on for like 10 more minutes and then I'll go live. I just got a package in. I really want to open it. But it's a surprise, so I can't share it with you guys. But yeah. I gotta go, but thank you so much for the sprints. I enjoyed this a lot. Thank you so much for coming. If you guys have any more questions, then I'll also end the live in like 10 minutes. Just added Raybearer to my wish list. I love you, Lauren. Thank you for adding it to your wish list. I'm so excited. I hope someone gets it for you or you eventually can buy it because you need to read it. So please read it. I really enjoyed these sprints. Honestly, I really enjoy them too. These are my first like solo sprints by myself. So thank you guys so much for coming because I'm so awkward in the beginning of sprints. I never know how to start them or how to finish them. Even though I literally make YouTube videos, so I should be good at this, but it's awkward. But I really love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I know I'm not going to want to stop reading, which is the problem because I have an assignment due this week. Me too. I have my final assignment technically because the rest of my teachers are not going to give any more work for the week. I have one more big project that I need to submit for my English class, which is this TED Talk. And I filmed a video and I have to edit it and submit it. I'm so nervous though because this is the first time that I'm submitting a video to a teacher. So it's hard and awkward for me, but it's really exciting. The topic that I picked for my TED Talk is women of color in the media, which, as a woman of color who watches a lot of media, who is a part of social media, it was really interesting to do research for. So, yes. I really enjoy this. I'm so glad, guys. I'll try to do more. Also, would you guys prefer to see these on my Instagram, or would you guys want to see these on YouTube? The only reason why I do them on YouTube is because I can mute myself and you guys don't have to hear all the loud noises behind me. But whichever one, let me know. DM me, let me know. Comment now, whatever you want. But thank you guys so much for watching this live. I adore you guys. And I'm going to try to do some more soon. Thanks for coming. Thanks for subscribing. I can't believe we hit like 400 subscribers while this live is happening. But I love you. Thanks for watching. And if you guys missed the sprint, you can rewatch after I'm done. And yes, I find it easier on YouTube. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to do more on YouTube instead. It's all in one place. But if you want more reading sprints or you missed anything, you can go back in this video. It's going to save onto my YouTube. So you can do reading sprints whenever you want with me. And then I'm going to do this loosely. I'll try to do reading sprints at least once a month on my channel because these are super fun. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!